to come along in the Operation Black Ice DLC for Rainbow Six Siege. The first thing to know about this is that Black Ice will be available on the 2nd of February if you have a season pass, and if you don't have a season pass it will be released a week later. I would like to say that this is leaked information and could very well not be true or be changed on the actual release. It's not official, it's released, but from the screenshots that you'll see it does look very much like it's the real deal. First off, we'll look at Frost, the defender out of the two operators that were leaked. She has a special ability called Welcome Mat, which uses a mechanical trap to incapacitate enemies. There is a lot of speculation about this ability because we don't actually know if it's going to instantly kill, knock down or snare enemies. We also don't know if it's actually going to be placed on the floor as the name would suggest Welcome Mat. It could very well go on walls, we just don't know yet. In my personal opinion, I actually think that in order for this to be in line with balance with things like Capcom's mines that do instantly kill but are quite obvious, it's actually going to be, in my opinion, a very large mat on the ground that can put people in a knockdown state, and I think that the way that they're going to design this is that you perhaps only get one or two of them and they snare multiple enemies at once in a large area. Next we can look at the leaked picture of Frost's loadout. Now in my opinion we shouldn't focus too much on the guns that it shows because there's just not enough information there, and it's highly likely that things will be added to that, as it doesn't make sense for a character to have one gun and only access to a nitro cell. So what we can really find out about this screenshot is the model of the character, if this is real, because from this model we can get a really good idea of the amount of armor and speed that the operator will have, and this is really important to learn about the playstyle or the way that the operator will actually play. So from looking at Frost in this picture, we can see that she's not actually that heavily armoured. She does have knee pads, she does have some kind of body vest, and she is wearing some warm clothing, but that doesn't necessarily correlate to bulletproof armour such as Montage or Capcom, who are very bulky in their appearance. I'm going to show you some of the character models that I think are similar to Frost, so we can actually see what we can expect stat-wise. So looking at another defender, Mute, we can actually see that he has very similar body armour in appearance. He has a vest very similar, he has bulky clothing, but he doesn't have any big bulletproof body armour or shoulder pads or anything like that. So in my opinion, I think that Frost will actually have medium speed and medium armour, a good mix of both. So I think that she'll be quite versatile in her playstyle of being a bunkered down defender or a roamer, but not as good as Bandit. The second operator that was leaked is Buck, who has a name who correlates quite well with his ability, which is Skeleton Key, a toggle underbarrel shotgun attachment on his main weapon. Now that's pretty self-explanatory, and there's not really much to talk about other than thinking of the possibilities and versatile playstyle that he would have as an attacker, being able to fight at both a long range and close range. A lot of cutting corners would be a lot easier if you could just flip over to a shotgun. So let's take a look at Buck's appearance, again to test out just what we think his armour and speed values will be to get a better understanding of his playstyle. Again, don't focus too much on the weapons because they're clearly not all there and we haven't got a great amount of information on them, and I think that the weapons are probably the most likely thing to change when they're released, but as we can see from the character models, these are pretty much not going to change if this is in fact the final version of the operator. So again, Buck's model is very similar armour wise to how Frost looks. He has some knee pads, he has a vest, but he doesn't have any big thick body armour or plating, shoulder pads, etc. To contrast against this, I'm going to show you Capcom, who has maximum armour, just so that you can get an idea of how bulky the heavy armour operators in Rainbow Six are compared to what Buck and Frost look like in these screenshots. So as you can see, Capcom is actually very bulky and large, even though he doesn't at first glance appear to be wearing some bodysuit and massive armour plating, yet with the armour value and the bulkiness, he's clearly wearing some armour underneath his camouflage clothing. And finally, the picture on screen now is what is expected to be the new map that comes along with the new DLC. It is important to know that the map will be free for everyone, while the operators you will have to buy with real money or renown. It's expected that it will cost a lot of renown, around 25k renown for each operator, so 50k for both, or £399 or around $499 for each operator. As you can see in the screenshot, the map does look like a submerged ship in ice, and the attackers will be running over the ice to breach into the ship, which does sound really cool. So guys, from what we've gathered here, I expect these two new operators to be quite diverse in what they can achieve and also be a middle way between heavily armoured or heavily roaming based on their appearance. Now of course this could change and this is just observation. I'd be really interested to know what you guys think and if you guys have any different opinions or if there's actually any more information out there that I have missed on this. I would really like to know in the comments or on Reddit. I will post this to Reddit, so if you comment on there I will reply to it there as well. Thank you very much for watching. Do expect a spotlight and guide for the 2 new operators when they are released on February 2nd, just so we can see exactly what they are like. Subscribe for more. Please do help me reach my like goal of 45 likes for this video. I really hope we can do it. I want to say a massive thank you to every subscriber, every comment and every individual like on this video. I really appreciate every single